Hey, Crypto Growth fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video, guys. In this video, we will be discussing Casper Network clearing the air. It's going to be an interesting one, guys, so make sure to watch till the end. And folks, for those of you who are new to the channel, we primarily discuss utility coins and potential gems. If you're interested in any of that stuff, then subscribe the channel and hit the notification icon for regular videos. And you can also support the channel by becoming a Patreon, so do check that out as well, only if you're interested. And folks, you can also check out the official Crypto Growth partners. For the exchange, we've got MEXC. You can follow the link in the description box below for rebates, discounts, offers, benefits, and lowest fees. So do check it out. And as far as the wallet is concerned, you can check out Decent. They've got their remarkable products, their biometric wallet, which has got an astonishing $70 off. And you can also check out their biometric wallet 2x package, guys, which has got a phenomenal $149 off only if you follow the link in the description box below. Decent supports 3000 plus of your favorite coins and tokens, and it supports 50 plus blockchain mainnets. Anyways, let's see what's happening with Casper in real time. Any new information or post? There is a really interesting there is a really interesting post over here from Michael and the Casper Network official handle over here. Look at this. Casper fam, don't miss Ncash official's interview with our CTO Michael. Dive into insights on Casper 2.0, tokenization, DeFi, new listings, and more. You have to watch this interview, folks. This is 1 hour long. It is interesting. Michael is trying to clear the air. This team led by Michael, I think they are trying to build back the trust that they lost. We're going to be looking at a bit of it in a moment, but a piece of it in a moment. But let's see what's happening with Casper, and then we can go on and watch an interesting piece of this video. But this is a really long, 1 hour long, so you have to check it out yourselves. Look at this, 21 hours ago. Looking forward to seeing Cowl Network's deep-in apps taking root on Casper Network. Constant progress, constant development ever since Michael has taken over, basically. Absolutely, Deepin isn't just about AI and GPUs. It is about creating infrastructure where enabling AI and GPU capabilities is a natural byproduct of a truly decentralized solution. Cowl is exactly about realizing this vision. Awesome. Great to see Casper projects make waves in 2025. Look at this. New Bitpanda spotlight coming your way. AI Casper AI basically is an ecosystem built on the Casper blockchain. What does it do? It enables users to create, customize, and tokenize AI agents with ease. Awesome. This is great. What else do we have? Okay, Happy New Year, by the way, to the Crypto Growth fam from Casper Network and Crypto Growth as well. Cheers to bright and prosperous New Year, dear Casper community. Thank you for your incredible support, and here's to unlocking new milestones together in 2025. This seems like an interesting title, interesting statement for the title, unlocking new milestones. I mean, this is good because Casper indeed is trying to clean the air, so unlocking new milestones is truly possible in 2025 and beyond. The ecosystem is getting ready to transition to Casper 2.0. Michael says it sure is. Look at this. Key updates, Casper 2.0 ready. This version is fully compatible with Casper 2.0 and ensuring seamless integration and enhanced functionality. Upgraded to JavaScript SDK version 5. Enhanced sign and send methods for both legacy, deploy, and transaction V1 models. Updated Buy Me a Coffee example template to showcase the new transaction types. Awesome. Okay, there was another interesting post over here about the MiCA law as well, the MiCA compliance. Look at this. 5 hours ago, we're compliant with the EU MiCA markets in crypto assets regulations. Casper maximizes access to the EU DeFi and TradeFi build compliant, decentralized applications with Casper. Read our recently published MICA report. I had shown you this report, folks. If you haven't seen it, you can check out the earlier videos as well. This is a really interesting one. You have to read this out yourselves as well. Look at this. So many stuff over here. If you're not acquainted with, if you do not know about the MICA laws, it is trying to give a framework to crypto and digital assets in Europe, and this indeed will legitimize Casper in Europe, in my opinion, because MICA wouldn't be taking projects that are not good. They want serious projects, obviously. Look at the roadmap. I had shared the roadmap in the earlier video. The global adoption part seems really interesting. Phase 5, global adoption. As we said that Casper is trying to unlock new milestones in 2025. What does it want to do? Expand into real-world adoption through tokenization platforms, decentralized identity solutions, and other apps. Roll out advanced scalability solutions like sharding and zero knowledge, launch global educational initiatives, and ensure compliance with international regulations. I mean, this is awesome. This is great. Now, let's see, folks, over here. What do we have? Casper also shared this one. The interview with Nick, although this is long, obviously you have to watch it. Nick's stuff is really good, but we're going to be looking at a piece of it to see how Michael is trying to clear the air about Casper. Look at this. Casper has posted this interview of Michael, their CTO. Michael, their CTO, yeah.
Originally had typed up. I guess we could start off with, the big one, which is, do you have any information regarding why CasperLabs specifically left Casper and chose Hedera? Was it, technical? Was there, some major issue going on?
Yeah, and I think I've spoken to this in the past, but happy to summarize it. There was absolutely no technical or product-related reasons, right? So Prove AI, the AI governance product that Casper Labs was developing, they announced that publicly in May of this year and started developing it against the Casper network. And then around August, they were approached by Hedera. And were essentially, to put it simply, made an offer that they couldn't refuse. And as a commercial entity with shareholders and equity holders, they had to take that to their board and evaluate it appropriately. And they did, and this is the conclusion that they reached. And again, from a commercial perspective, it makes perfect sense for them. But it's not based on any sort of, they weren't stuck not being able to get things done on Casper. Things were being developed and moving forward and ready to go until this deal popped up and they had to take it. Mm-hmm. Now, part two of that is, I strongly believe that this transition has ultimately resulted in a better outcome, not just for Casper Labs in the commercial deal that they got, but also for the Casper network, right? Like you alluded to this sort of prior confusion around like who's who and who's responsible for what. That obviously is no longer there. Casper Association is the entity that's responsible for the network, for the protocol, for the ecosystem, for the node development, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. There is only one entity in the ecosystem that has a treasury that gets from which it can grant projects and help projects. As you saw, we recently received sort of the remaining treasury of Casper Labs as well. So it's all a single entity. And because Casper Labs was always so focused on enterprise only, that sort of became sort of de facto the focus of the network, which I think we can all agree was, or perhaps has led to missed opportunities in the past. And our renewed focus on all the things that we've talked about in this conversation so far have really turned around.
Michael indeed is trying to rebuild trust for Casper in this interview as well. He has apparently talked about Casper 2.0, tokenization, DeFi, new listings. And the one aspect about Casper that I really like at the moment is the focus on DeFi, because if you remember correctly, Casper wasn't focusing much on DeFi. So I really like that Michael is focusing on that. So this is really great. And let's hope that they really learn from the past mistakes, which he's saying that, yeah, opportunities were lost. But let's hope that in the future he rebuilds that trust and provides us with practical use cases and solutions and progress, plus developments, obviously.
The momentum for this project, and we see that on a almost daily basis, right? With new projects from various verticals starting to build and launch on Casper Network. Whereas perhaps from an enterprise perspective only, that certainly didn't happen in the past, and probably wouldn't have happened if things had proceeded the way that they were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I completely agree. And even when it comes to these projects like Prove AI, they sound great on paper, but it does take a long time for these types of things to fully launch, be adopted. I mean, even when we look at AI, they're still trying to regulate it. They're still trying to, utilize it in certain aspects of the enterprise space. So I still think Prove AI is probably a few years out from being, majorly adopted and utilized in a way that retail was kind of hoping for. Again, I get the whole idea of, pertaining to the narratives during alt season and the bull run and things like that. But I still don't think that it's a huge hit on Casper. I think that with a lot of these new projects coming for the network, I think that these are going to be the main drivers, and I think that they're actually going to benefit Casper holders in a big way.
Listen, the sentiment around Casper has taken a 180, right? Like it was fairly negative, and it's almost exclusively positive now. And it's hard to imagine that the domain of AI governance creates a lot of excitement. Why, and maybe this speaks to how seriously we take security. The reason why the consensus was halted.
This is also the part that I wanted to share with you folks, where Michael talks about security and how they want to take it seriously. You remember the hack that happened. It also demoralized the community. So let's hope that it doesn't happen again. And obviously, enterprises cannot afford these failures. So let's hope that they cope up with all of this in the future.
Halted for much longer than that, right? Like I think the network consensus halted for like 5-6 days or something, is because we wanted to go back all the way to Genesis and see if there were any other sort of exploits deployed, because this required somebody to install a contract with like exploitative functionality, and see if there was anything else lurking. We couldn't be sure that, like, since we know that this sort of vulnerability existed since day one, we couldn't be sure that there wasn't somebody who basically installed this 2 years ago and hadn't yet activated it, right? So we had to develop a whole new toolkit in order to walk the chain back all the way to Genesis, look at everything that happened since then, and make sure that there was nothing else lurking that could potentially sort of exploit this vulnerability, which is why it took a number of days to really come back and say, listen, we've not only fixed the issue, but we've also basically analyzed the entire chain to make sure that there's nothing else out there that could potentially harm you.
Mm-hmm. Which definitely shows how serious, you guys do take security.
So, folks, what do you guys think about Casper Network and these new milestones that it wants to unlock? I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also support the channel by becoming a Patreon, so do check that out. Like I always say in the end, until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.